Alright, welcome in everybody. I'm Redmagejr from It's Gosu, bringing you some more SMITE guides. Today we're going to be looking at the brand new Pantheon that just hit the SMITE market here, Bakasura. Now, Bakasura is a really cool and interesting character. What's really great about him is his passive, Insatiable Hunger. He gains attack speed of 4% for each enemy that he kills, so as you kill minion after minion after minion, that buff's going to last for 10 seconds. It stacks up to 5 times, so you can go just absolutely crazy with his attack speed. Now, looking at his #1 ability, Takedown, what that's going to do is he's going to jump in the air, he's going to do a certain percentage of level damage plus a certain percentage of your physical damage to areas in the effect. So it's going to be really cool. And it reduces the amount of damage that they do by 30% for 3 seconds. So if you think you're going to get really taken out by a long-range character like Artemis or by like Zeus, hit them up with that takedown. It's going to reduce their damage. Easy peasy. All kinds of really great stuff can happen from it. Now, her #2 ability is called Eat Minion. He's going to digest a minion as he comes up. And that's going to heal him up for a leveling percentage plus a certain amount of physical damage. And he's going to gain a 15% movement speed buff for 6 seconds. Now, the cool thing about that is he can store up to 6 minions inside of himself. So, and that's going to tie into his #4, his ultimate ability. Now, the thing is, you've got to have that minion down pretty low, about 33% of its health, in order for you to eat him. So just keep that in mind. You can't eat a fully healed up minion and gain the full ability. He has to be pretty low, and you just grab him. So it's great for jumping in with that takedown and all the damage that you do, then just immediately eating a minion to consume, to take down any of that initial health damage that you took in just jumping in. His 3rd ability is called Butcher Blades. Now this is a cool ability because not only do you gain a stacking 10 physical damage, physical power permanently as a passive, but when you activate it, he does 15 true damage. He does true damage for each strike for 6 seconds, and it's really cool. So you can do a whole lot of damage very quickly. His 4th ability, and I kind of hinted at this earlier, is called Regurgitation. He is going to like throw up all those minions that he's eaten, all 6 of them. If you've gone for max, it's gonna like spew out, and that's gonna slow all the minions in the area by about 15%. It's gonna also increase for sure his basic attacks from being just a normal swipe attack to a cone damage, and these cool little blue jaws come out and do a whole lot of damage to it. So definitely look forward to that. So he's a very cool champion. In that case, I was standing still for too long and I got kicked out of that game. That's okay though, no problem. We're still gonna play Bakasura. Now, what's cool is you can actually get this really cool Bakasura skin too. It's really cool, called the Devourer, the Death Machine. So it's a very cool.
Bastet.
Well, not Bastet. Bakasura. That's who we want. Now, Bakasura is all about melee. But you know what? You don't necessarily need a whole lot of damage for him. You want the damage because you want to be able to do it. But attack speed is going to give you so much more because you'll be able to just rend enemies from limb to limb by having that. So Bakasura is definitely a really good character to have with that. So, when you get in there, start building up a decent amount of physical damage. But remember that your 3 ability is going to give you more of that. So you don't have to worry about stressing out too much about not having initial attack damage. See, the first ability I went for, of course, is the Butcher's Blade, so I can gain that +10 physical damage. Going into the shop, looking at the recommended items, there's a pretty good amount of stuff here to get. They do a really good job with the recommended items on this one. What I always like to go for right off the bat, level 2 boots, because as a melee character, you need to get in there very quickly, do damage, and then be able to get out if you take too much. So we're gonna get the level 2 boots. We're gonna get a couple of pots of healing here, so we can stay in the lane just a little bit longer. So now, coupled with the fact that I've got the boots that gave me 20 attack damage plus my 10% passive buff, I'm now at 30 attack damage. So that's really, really good to start off with. Now the way that I like to go, the way that I like to do it is I like to go with my 3, then I take Devour, then I take my number 1, and the reason why I take the Devour second is because I want to be able to get a good chunk of minions for regurgitation. So as soon as I hit level 5, I can regurgitate on top of the enemy and do some significant damage. Plus you also want to be able to stay in lane a little bit longer and heal up. So here we go, we're going to chew that minion. See, we just swallowed him right on up. And you can, as soon as you click it, you can actually move back too. So if you need a little bit of an escape, feel free to do that as well. So now we're going to take our takedown. Whoops. Take a little bit of damage. We see we're going to jump up, land. Now I can go in and I can chew that minion. And so now I've healed up all that damage that I took as an incoming. So really, really cool there. You just avoid out of the way just a little bit more. We're going to wait for those minions to come out just a little bit farther. And then we're going to do another takedown. We're going to go in, we're going to chew another guy. Now the one thing you will experience when you start to get his combos up for Bakasura is he runs through mana really quickly. It's really more about you doing that physical damage and using all of, like, wiping out your abilities very quickly to get into combat, to close the distance between you and the enemy, and then just going completely crazy in there with your attack damage and your attack speed. So you really want to build that up. Alright, so we went 3, 2, 1, 3, and then now 4. So that's a really good way to go for it. So that way you can start to build up. Now the next time I might go with a little bit more. I might go with one more rank and eat minion, just so I can heal myself up just a little bit more. Even though I still have all these health pots, it's a good idea for later on because I haven't taken a significant amount of damage. So we're going to keep that minion right there. We're going to gain that 160 health. We're going to keep pushing through here. And now that we're level 6, we're still taking a whole lot of damage, but we're gonna take that second level and eat minion. We'll wait for them to push just a little bit closer, and then we're gonna jump in, do damage. Oh, he was coming for me, that was for sure. All right, now we're gonna take a third upgrade. And Butcher's Blade.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Alright, we're going to take this opportunity to go back. We've got a decent amount of coin left there. We're pretty low in health and mana. So we'll go back real quick. Now, mana's not... You don't necessarily have to get him mana regeneration because it's just not that essential for him. Because, again, remember, all you want to do is get in there. You want to hit hard, hit fast, do a whole lot of damage. And once you get in doing things like that, it's going to be great. Now, a good thing to pick up for him is Quinn's Blades. Now, Quinn's Blades are beneficial because you get attack power, you get health, and you get attack speed. But not just that, on basic hits, you have a 30% chance to deal magic damage equal to 10% of the target's health. So if you have some pretty beefy characters there, you run in, you're going to hit them with that attack, but with your attack speed, you're hitting so much that you can kind of take that 30% chance, and like every third hit you do can essentially be, can essentially do that additional magic damage. So keep that in mind. Quinn's Blades is a good way to go. You want to go for an Executioner. Again, the Executioner, get that all the way up to level 3. Your basic attacks reduce the physical protection. Now, again, you're going to want to do that because as soon as you jump in to initiate combat for your team, you're going to want to hit anybody that any of the casters, Ra, Artemis, Hell even, to take out the support.
Your middle tower.
You want to hit them with your physical attacks as quickly as possible. Drop that physical protection so your physical carries can come in and just do some serious hardcore damage. And it really works out well for you. You can also go for the Fatalist. The Fatalist is nice because it, again, boosts your movement speed, boosts your attack speed, and it gives you ability cooldown at level 3. It's not so, that's not so essential, but it's really good for when you do eat minion, because you want to be able to continue to eat those minions as quickly as possible. So as soon as the cooldown happens for your regurgitate, you're set, ready to rock and roll. You've got a fully loaded stomach of minions. All right, that's Redmage's guide to Bakasura. So keep in mind that you want to go with your Butcher's Blades, your eat minions, your takedown. Then get your Butcher's Blade, then regurgitate, then take another eat minion, and you're ready to rock and roll from there. Continue to level up Butcher's Blade, then go for your number 1, and whenever you can, number 4, and then your eat minion should be last. Hope you enjoyed the guide. Check out www.itsgosu.com for more guides and more information on Smite. I'm Redmagejr, and this has been an It's Gosu production.